Honestly, this is a warm-up match. Not gonna lie. Alright, it's survival. And we're on a pretty close map. Oh boy. Alright. So I know they have one sniper. So I have to watch my long range. Let me back off. Yep. I had a feeling someone's going to attack from my left or above. That's the reason why I had to do that. So they have a sniper in Telesto and one guy with a shotgun. I have to keep that in mind. I also have to keep in mind that I don't have a melee. Let me regroup with my teammates. Okay, there's one guy up above. Let me go in through back corridor, or passage as it's called. Okay, they're back in their initial spawn, so let me try to get to high ground in order to help out properly. He's back there, up top. I saw his shotgun glint. I couldn't get him in time. Let me crouch. Had to slide down in order to avoid his gunshots. He knows I'm there, so I telestoed it. Smart on his part. He's dipping back because he knows he has power, well, advantage there. I threw the nade in order to block his exit, but he managed to jump past it just in time. Oh, sweet. I got a new follower. Thank you for whoever followed. And thank you, Wisebot, for telling me. I really need to get, notifications, like, on... Yeah, sniper. I really need to get notifications on my actual dashboard open somehow. Missed every shot, because I'm bad. Why do I have 16 shotgun shots? Where did the Telesto? Don't know why he chased me, he shouldn't have. Let me back off, slide. Ah, I tried to correct myself because I saw that there's a guy on the other side of the tunnel. The reason why I was pushing so hard for... Oh, we're out of lives. That was quick. The reason I was pushing so hard for Heavy was because in a lot of competitive games, Heavy can change the tide immediately. While I'm dead, I can explain my strategy. So far, I'm playing passive, or what I call passive-aggressive, where I switch from being with teammates to knowing when to rush immediately. Like, since there's a 2v4, I would play passive right about now and let them try to come towards me. Like this shotgunner rushing my teammate. Ah, rest. And they have one sniper, 2 shotguns, and a Telesto. One of their shotgunners, he's not really the germ guy. He's not really used to competitive. I can tell based on his crosshair placement. Which is nothing wrong with that. It's just he has to learn over time that you can't exactly aim for the ground, because sometimes they might not be over the ground. Like for instance, with the... Okay. My teammates need to learn that that sniper's going to be there. I might have to hop in. I'm in a party though, so rip. Like so he's using a pulse rifle sniper, so if he gets you with a body shot, he'll switch over to his pulse rifle in order to clean you up with a kill. Which isn't a bad idea, honestly. And seeing how I have 2 teammates here, I'm going to flank around so that we're not all congested into one choke point. Let me back up, because I have a sniper rifle. There's a guy coming in through center, so let me back up again in order to regroup with my teammates. Okay, so that means he's out by, he's above me. Missed the pillar. Well, I hit the I hit him. I hit the pillar instead of him. He's below. Okay. Ah, he got me with the nade. If he would not thrown that nade, I would have killed him. I didn't even realize he's throwing a nade there. I don't know if that was on purpose either. So either that was really good luck, or I got destroyed there by a clever nade placement. I managed to melee the hunter, which is good because I managed to pick him off, and I had to use my super in order to kill the other guy. I'm not gonna get him from here, from that range, hopefully not. Teammate helped me out, so thank you. Okay, he backed off, so I'm going to do the same. He picked up rockets. Ah, traded. And now we're out of lives. Alright, I have to play it slowly. I should have paid attention to what our lives are at and then rushed if we had enough. Because with survival, if you don't pay attention to your lives and you make errors like that, it's easy to lose. This guy behind them soon. Ah, he got me from the other side. I'm gonna have to switch off of something to. I'm gonna have to switch something long range. Because shotguns are helpful, but I can stay close range with Luna. If our teammate uses his super, that would be dandy. Something. I missed. Let me throw a nade here. Keep him off. They're going towards my teammates. Body shot for the head. Alright. I used that cover as advantage instead of jumping. I backed up instead of going more out to the right or left. I jumped up. I backed up and jumped up as a way to avoid his sniper glint. Okay, I heard footsteps, so that's how I knew there was someone near me. Saw my teammate first before I saw the other guy. Once again, kind of just playing passive at this point. I heard him ability jump, so I know he's up here. Rip. And we're out of lives, but they're only one ahead. Okay, now it's even. So as long as I can, if I can secure power, that should be helpful. Or if someone on our team can. Now that I have sniper ammo, I have something for long range. Nice, you got one. Okay, he's back there weak. Nice. Let me switch, since I'm already using a sniper in my main slot, let me switch off to something else. Even though I can't hear them, this is still possible for us to win. I'm close to my super, so if I play my picks correctly, I'm staying silent so I can hear the blade barrage. because there's a high chance of it coming around. Okay, they're in tunnel. Good, he used it and didn't get a pick with it. Ah, he got me, but oh no, we're 2 lives, dang it. Hopefully, rip. I was supposed to say, hopefully they can get the guy with rockets. Jump up. I missed both of my shots. Ah, rip. Ah, the shotgunner behind me. They spawned over there, which is annoying. Sometimes the spawns do that to you. Nice. Almost. Almost. But that segues perfectly into what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about competitive. The aspects of it all, the thought process, how sometimes it scales perfectly fine and sometimes it doesn't, as you can see. I'm currently ranging from 22,000 points to 2,100 points. It fluctuates, honestly, because I mainly play solo. I sometimes hop into a group, and we'll talk about groups later down the line. But if you're playing solo, what I advise is optimization. Optimization. And what I mean by that is your loadout, how well your weapons work on certain maps, how well you know the map, how well you know your team, even though you just met them. And all those things are really hard to take in count for, because there's a lot of aspects to it. No, Cortana, don't listen. So, I've mainly been playing solo, and throughout playing solo, I noticed a lot of things. One, absolutely no one talks into a microphone. I've never, and I mean never, throughout all my games in competitive, heard someone hop on their microphone first, unless I did the same thing. And that only happened once, where I hopped on twice. It happened twice, where I hopped on my microphone, gave call-outs, and someone else hopped in, and we started strategizing. Because it's rare, because a lot of people are already in a party talking to someone else, or they're listening to music, or they just don't want to talk. Sometimes you have to take that engagement, and it can be nerve-wracking sometimes, because it's like, oh, what do they think my call-outs are garbage? To me, a call-out, if it's good, if it's not, oh, they're over there, then it's valuable. Because sometimes, even though we have a radar, we might not know that there's someone rushing right behind us when we just killed a guy in front of us, and our brain's like, oh, I'm finished with a gunfight, but in reality, there's another gunfight coming around the corner. Like, for instance, when I was zooming in, I headshot the guy 3 times, killed him with Luna, but I wasn't expecting there to be a shotgunner behind me. Because right when I descoped to realize that there's a shotgunner behind me, I was already dead. So, giving callouts is super important, even if you're solo. I strongly advise to just hop on microphone and just try to plan out something. And you can give this practice by keeping your microphone muted and just say callouts so that you can get used to the idea of giving callouts and then hop on microphone later. Another thing I like to do if I'm solo is stay near your team. Your team will save you in a lot of places. They will team shot, hopefully. They will team shot. They will help you out with people rushing you with shotguns, because there's a lot of those. It's just all about helping each other in a lot of aspects. Because if you're going around by yourself and competitive thinking, oh yeah, I'll kill everyone, they'll be fine, you'll have some success, but it's not going to be constant. Once you get up into the higher levels, you will run into people using shotguns, and you will run into 4-stacks, because that's just natural, no matter what time of night or day you play. Because they're used to playing. Well, you're the solo person. Okay, I'm currently in enemy lines. I've gotten my 2 kills, so I'm going to back up, try to help out my teammate. There we go, nice. And it's clash, so that means we can just go around and not worry about it. But as you can see, I realized that I was in enemy territory, and I backed up. Okay, there's someone over here by candles. Oh, he has a sniper rifle. Okay. I should have slid, but he got me. So it's all about staying near your team. As you can see, when you die on a lot of maps, especially in 4v4, it takes forever to get back to your team. So I see one guy currently in a firefight because his health bar is explanation. If you see that someone's if someone's level is in exclamation area, that means that they're about to die. They are in the red zone of their HP, kind of like how I am right now. I see that 2 of my teammates have died, so I'm waiting for them to respawn before I try to push up again. Thank you. Because it's all about that long game. If you try to rush in without a teammate, you're going to die. Thank you. As you can see, this guy and I are staying hand in hand, helping each other out as much as we possibly can. The only issue is that now our... Ah! He got me. I didn't slide. I tried to, but I didn't have enough momentum. But we're staying hand in hand pretty close. And as you can see, we're having success with it. Because it's a lot harder to kill one person than just 2. Okay, so they're spawning over here. Great, their spawns have split. Alright, I am by myself currently, and they have power advantage, so let me bob and weave. Ah, yep, see, I got team shotted, even though I was behind the wall. Because that's what happens when you team shot. We're becoming scattered, so I'm waiting. My teammates aren't exactly waiting for us to respawn, they just rush in. Because 2 of them are in a fire team. So of course they have that level of coordination. That is an enemy. Oh, he has Amkahara spy. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this. They're most likely going to throw a nade at me, so let me back up. I crouched so I wouldn't get my headshot off, and that saved me. Let me throw a nade. And let me attack in through right side. Pull out my shotgun. Crouch. And let me push up with my team. Okay, he got him. We were fighting for power. That's what happened there. We were fighting for power ammo. Okay, our teammate pushed up by himself, which is not good. And that's why he got his head blown off by 2 different people. Because he pushed recklessly. Ah! Handheld supernova. And one of their teammates left. Rip. I tried to play aggressive on that guy because I knew he was by himself and he had half shields, but since he has that subclass, he got his health back. Let me slide out, because I know one of these guys have a sniper, so I don't want to walk around the corner and get my head blown off. It's the Warlock back in that corner. He has a sniper rifle. You know, the one currently, or he had a sniper rifle before he probably switched. Ah! That was nice on his part. He was staying floaty in order to have momentum on me with speed. That's the thing with the Warlock and Titan. They can get speed very easily while the Hunter is more of a direct jump. Let me shade step in order to dodge out. Reason why I lived there is because I jumped over him. I managed to at the last second. They still have a Nova Warp up. Let me flank around. No. You got him. Let him kill him so that I can get this orb. Because I could have easily shot his head off, but orbs, they're important too. Ah, the colony. They're so fast, huh? Alright, Nova Warp v Nova Warp, this is gonna be interesting. And even though there's only 3 of them, they're still staying competitive with this. Like, it's just because there's 3 of your, like, if one of your teammates leave, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be an instant loss. Because they're still doing really good, even with 3 people. Because this Warlock is something else. And as you can see, I'm trying to stay as close as I possibly can with my teammates. Even though I'm a solo player, I'm still trying my hardest to stay close to them. Because it's hard to communicate, oh hey, I'm gonna go here, when you can't communicate with them. I threw a nade and rushed because I learned that from someone else who killed me. Another thing about competitive is take your losses in each fight and learn from them. If I know this Warlock, he used to have a sniper rifle. When his teammate left, he switched over to a shotgun. So I adjusted my mind for that, and now he's going to be more of a rusher. You have to be flexible, really. You have to be flexible with the situations, because if you're used to doing one thing and being a one-trick pony, yeah, that works. But it's not like Overwatch where you can be a one trick and still have success. With Destiny, you have to be a bit more flexible, because if you're on a big, huge map and all you know is how to shotgun and rush and not use any long-range weapons, you're asking for yourself to get killed over and over again. Alright, we have power control. And I should have my super. They're gonna spawn over by candles because the spawns has flipped. Yep, I heard an ability jump. Okay, they're back over here near outer circuit and inner. Staying close to my teammates. See that they spawned over here. Let me slide out. There we go. I managed to get those 2 kills because I saw that there was 3 of them there. I saw that there were 3 of them there. Sorry, I had to go look at my dog because she was barking outside. So I took my time, didn't want to burn my super and not get any kills, so that's the reason why I held on to it for a little while. Ah, no wonder he jumped, he has a rocket. Now I know that. Throw a nade there, because I know he's planning on landing here. He almost hit me, he missed me by like an inch. He ignored me, because he has his teammate watching me, no wonder. Okay, they got him. Slide out. He's still back there. Nice. Like I said, even though there's only... I missed so many that times there. Even though there's only 3 of them, they're still not doing too bad. Never... He got me while I was jumping. I was about to say, never jump in the air that high, but I think he was getting ready to super, that's why he did that. And I find it funny how I say that, and then I do it myself. Sometimes you just... Sometimes that happens, where it's like, okay, I'm not going to do this, and then you do it. Because it's automatic. You're used to it. And that segues me perfectly into what I'm going to talk about next. Getting used to it. Getting used to wins, losses, how your opponent's going to play against you. It's all about getting used to things. You're not going to walk into competitive and immediately win. You're going to take some losses, some more than few. Some more than others, I mean. Oops. So it's good to know. It's good to go in the mindset of, I'm going to win, I'm going to try to win, but I might not win. Because if you try your hardest and you still lose, there's still something you can learn from it. Maybe you're rushing too much. Maybe your opponent just outgunned you. Maybe it had something to do with lag. And even if there is lag, there's still a way to fight against that. If you know someone's lagging constantly, even if it's just a little bit of lag, you can team shot them in order to increase your capabilities of killing them. If they're teleporting around the map, and they're not lag switching, more likely than more times than often, a lot of times, to be honest, is that they're also seeing you lag around. Because I've experienced that, where I was super laggy, and I'm like, wow, no one can kill me, but a lot of my shots are missing as well. So try not to just blame it on lag. Maybe you got outgunned, and maybe he got the jump on you. Oh, he's using Telesto and has a teammate near him? That means he shoots Telesto, has the teammate clean up, or have them both clean up. It's always nice to know, to get used to the idea of the environment that you're in. Because if you're not used to the environment, you're not going to be used to everything that goes into it. For instance, yesterday I was playing with a group of friends of mine, and I was saying things that, to me, were common, like absolute. Which means that they're absolutely weak. They have the exclamation mark over their head if their teammates would see them. To me, that's normal. Oh, I'm pushing here. I'm pushing on this side. I'm pushing on this side. I live in PvP, so that's normal. They don't. So, of course, they're like, I don't know this map. And to me, I was kind of surprised. I was like, huh? But then I remembered, I've been doing quick play and competitive for the past month straight. Barely touching PvE. It's like, you have to get used to your environment if you're ever going to want to succeed. You can't exactly walk into a hospital and do a 24-hour surgery while you're still in pre-med. That's not going to happen. You have to get used to your environment. Did I? Okay, I did. Next thing I want to mention is team composition. Because I was talking, once again, yesterday I was talking to two people actually, and I was asking them, what's the most important thing to you? Like, what do you want to know about PvP? And one of them said, I really want to know how team composition works, like communication, how to go about certain situations, who to play with. Should I play with people who are really good? Should I only for, like, of course they didn't really say that part, but I'm just going deeper into it. Should I play with people who are really good all the time? Should I try to get carried by someone? To me, I would play with people who are comfortable. Because there are some people who I play with and I'm just like, alright, you died because you rushed in, that's why you died. Oh, we're all hunters. Except for those two filthy titans. But, I think I know this clan. But, it's all about team composition, because back to what I was saying. If I'm playing with people who I know and get along well with, it doesn't matter if I lose. I'm having fun. He backed off. He's going back towards his teammate because he knows we have power. They're up on us by 2 now. Make that 1. So I'm pushing up with teammates because I know he has power. I'm surprised I didn't kill him, but I know they know he has power, and so did I. So it's all about team composition. Really? Alright. Speaking of team composition, I need to get in composition with my team. Okay, there's one guy in A cave. Make that two. He has shot. He's mostly going to jump up. He shade stepped over towards my teammates, but... Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm weakened by his nade, so I can't push up as hard. Ah! I managed to get him, but his melee got me. I don't know if he's knocked out either. Nah, he's not, so it's a 4v2. Alright, I'll focus up on this match. Because even though I don't necessarily need to win, I still want to help other people who I'm currently playing with by being a good player. So yeah, friend people who are good, because I'm not saying like, oh, avoid people who are good and only play with people who you know. It's good to play with people who are objectively better and also objectively just not as skilled, because you can learn something. You can have a teaching moment or you can have a learning moment from both of those parties, honestly, because even though they might not be as good, they can tell you a few things that they figured out. Just because you don't do something as often doesn't invalidate your opinion on something. But for your... Okay, I should not have jumped out. That was stupid of me. I had a feeling he had a sniper rifle, but I didn't even crouch out or slide out. I walked out. That was my bad. And I know he still has a sniper rifle, so I'm just gonna... I spawned really far away from my teammates. Probably wondering why I shade step. I shade step in order to avoid his shot. Yeah, I was kind of by myself on a lot of that, because I was trying to regroup with my teammates, but it just did not work out for me. Oh boy. Come on, buddy, don't go AFK on me now. Someone probably called him. Okay, I know there's someone on this radar. Oof. I slicked, so I saw that there was someone on my radar behind me, so I had to back off. But I couldn't exactly escape them. Their nasty claws. You know what, in order to counter that sniper, I'll snipe as well. Why not? Give me that melee ability that I desperately need. Alright, I know he has a sniper rifle, so I'm gonna have to... And they also have supers, so I'm gonna jump back here. And the reason why is so that I can get cover. I'm not close to my super, or anything for that matter, but they killed him. Missed my shot. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to back off and regroup with... Okay, he's here. Ah! His teammate got me. Couldn't exactly move out of the way in time. Nice, you got two of them. And they're up by 2, and we have full spawns. But we're out of lives. Oh boy. Nice. Okay, he wasted his super. I'm waiting. Ah, rip. Okay, he knows where I am. I'm not gonna waste my super. I could, but not going to. Ah, rip, I thought that would have been a headshot. Ah. I could have supered him, but then that would have left me open for a lot of other things. If there were two of them, I would have supered him, but there was three. And his teammate was right behind there, so I would have supered, landed, and then got my head blown off. There you go, nice. I could have got my head blown off again. Apparently I didn't learn my lesson the first time. Alright, I'm marked, so I'm going to have to back off. I know he's giving my call out, so I'm going to wait for that to disappear. Is it going to disappear anytime soon, or... or am I just... I guess I'm marked for vengeance forever, huh? Ah! Yep, I tried to, but he was right there. That was surprisingly faster than I thought. I knew he was there, but that came out faster than I perceived it would have. Okay, teammate. He slid in order to avoid my shot. Good on his part. We could play passive, honestly. My team and I don't need to rush in because we have heavy advantage. Someone else can grab that. I don't want it. We have heavy advantage, and they have to come towards us. Alright, teammate picked it up, but we're out of lives now, so we no longer have an advantage. Teammate, no, don't. Dude, don't. I'm not gonna. There we go. Okay. I was like, don't rush in if you know they're not dead. But he rushed in and got him. I'm doing horrible. Because I'm playing like super passive, honestly. Most of my kills have been with a sniper rifle. Now I wonder which... Okay, so they're going towards river, so I'm going to go towards river as well. Ah, are you kidding me? Rip me. See, if I wasn't an absolute Goomba, I would have killed at least two of them. But since I'm an absolute Goomba, I did not kill two of them. I'd even kill one. Slide, because I'm by myself. Nice. Yep, I saw that red glint. That's why I slid. Gotta watch behind me, because I know they're going towards middle cave and also shrine area. I have no super, but my teammates do, so we should be able to get this fine. Let me help this guy push up over here, because this side is a bit more open. Oh shoot, hello. Oh, that didn't kill him? Huh. I was kind of expecting that to kill him, but it did not. Rip me. Ah. I'm not used to the subclass like owning it. I was kind of expecting that to kill him, but since it wasn't a headshot, it's kind of understandable that it did not. We currently have flag up. They have a super. Or had a super. Okay, that was a friendly golden gun. Oh, shoot. Well, this is going to be a tough one. Pushed up. I ran away from the super, but pushed up because he ran out. I knew I could counter him. Really wish I didn't waste my super. That was bad on my part. If I would have killed him, it would have been worth it, but I jumped too high. That's why I did not get anyone. Also, they're on B flag. He's going... Okay, I thought he was going around. Heavy is wide open. His bullet could hit me, but I couldn't hit him in time. I should have crouched. Like, right when I could see it ready, I walked out. Not walked out. I shot. But didn't count because it was just a little bit too late. Okay, we have 3 lives left, but so do they. Never mind. We have 1 life left. Let me regroup with my teammates. Shoulder charge. Oh, he got 2 of them. Nice. If I can help secure power and help out my teammate, if I can get over there quickly. Oh, what? I thought I jumped out in time, but I did not. Also had to reload my sniper. RIP. Because I slid out right as my sniper came, and I was like, nope. Lost that one. Alright, so I'm going to take one of my advices and just hop on mic next time. So, in my final match... not really my final, but close to, well, 15 minutes maybe. But in my final match, I'm going to be hopping on chat with them. So I'm going to pop out of my party and go ahead and hop on and chat. See what I can do. My own party that I make. I don't know why I do that. I guess because maybe it might have better audio quality. I don't know. And I'm going to stick with a sniper rifle, because I want to practice snipers. Like, I really like sniping. I've been using a shotgun too much, in my opinion. But there is a tactic to a lot of things, and in competitive, it's all about, one, mindset. You gotta go in with the mindset of, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try. I have my set loadout, and I'm sticking to that. If it's not working, let me switch out a few weapons, but not make it too chaotic, where it's like, oh, I forgot I switched my subclass, because sometimes that does happen when you get tunnel vision. Another one is getting to know your team. If you're solo, get to pay attention to how your team plays. If you notice they like to rush in a lot, then either you can sit in the back and support them with pulse rifles and pulse rifles and snipers or long range weapons, and support them from the back, or you can rush with them and stay as one big pack so you're not separated. 2, if you notice your spawns are becoming separated, wait for someone to respawn after you 2 die, and rush with them. Go with them. And if you know, okay, that dude's pushing way too hard, let me backpedal a little bit so if he does die, I can clean up the kill in order to help. One other thing is to know your game modes and maps. So pop into private matches, look at maps if you really want to get into competitive, or just play a lot. Getting to know what game modes and how to prioritize certain things, like in Control, you prioritize flags in Heavy. In Countdown, you prioritize the bombs. There isn't a Heavy drop in Countdown anymore. They got rid of it. So you prioritize the bomb that is closer to you if you're attacking, and further away from you if you are defending. because the one that's furthest away from you is the one that's closest to the bombers. For survival, prioritize heavy and staying alive. So don't try to rush and and try to limit on trades. So speaking of limiting on trades, this isn't really a sniper map, but I will try my best. Let me refresh that. Limit on deaths. Trades are fine because you're still ending killing them, but limit on normal deaths, because that can be consequential later down the road. So on this map, heavy likes to spawn up here. It spawns right in between B on that wall. Okay, we have heavy. Ricochet rounds, huh? Alright. Ooh, whoa, Nelly, teammate. Okay, he's by the heavy. There we go. Also, I want to show you something interesting with this map. A lot of people like to shoot here, like where I just was, down below, looking up towards those crates in the middle. I want to show you something. This is pretty cool. So if you're up here, and this is for a lot of things in this map, like this, they take their time making these maps. They don't just poop out a map and like here. They take their time and they strategically plant a lot of things. Like this sightline, for instance, I can see a guy slide out and try to shotgun one of my teammates. Ah, I couldn't. He had handheld supernova, rip me. But I was trying, I don't know where my teammate would do that. That's not a good idea. Don't try to rush grenade launchers. But I can't really do anything about that except for help the other guy live. What the heck? Oh, that's a sticky grenade launcher. Once again, not killing him, huh? So, the knife trick thing ain't really killing people, eh? Not knife trick, but, the 3 knives. He's weak, teammate. He can't hear me, so I don't know why I said that. But, getting used to callouts, you know. They're gonna most likely spawn over near truck/rock lockers. Yep. That's one. And he has a sniper rifle, because I heard that shot. I'm watching both doorways, because I know he's waiting for me to peek out. I'm going to wait for teammates, and I'm going to slide out shotgun. Jump up again. He left his rift, which he had to at that point, because he slid forward. He didn't know I was there, or didn't pay attention to me being there. Alrighty. So my teammates are pushing right. That's a golden gun, so I'm going to prioritize his heavy spawn. He got one. They're down by 5 now. They're most likely going to be in truck/lockers. Yep. Okay. There's one guy left down there. Teammate got him. I'm going to pick up that. Get my powers. Get my super, I mean. Sounds like they're in center. Yep. He's around this corner. He's mostly going to try to slide out. I'm going to see if I can try to bait him. Ha! I missed by like a hair. He's still in trucks. Teammate got him. Thank you. One of them left. That's not good. Why do people do this? Why do people leave mid-game? I hate that. You still have a chance to win. Seeing how this is the final round, I'm just going to go ahead and use my super. And even though I only have 6 kills, I've died once. So out of the 3 rounds we've been doing, I've given them 1 point out of 17 if they were to kill us. Like if they're actually able to do that. But since it's the game's current situation, I don't think that's going to happen. They're most likely going to spawn lockers if they don't spawn over here near where I am. Yep. How do I know that? Because I practically live in this game mode. Enemy Nova Warplane. Got 2. Wasted my super, but got 2. That's the important part. I wouldn't call that a waste, though. Because even though it was a trade, I killed 2 and they killed 1. To me, that sounds like a gain more than a loss. And I watch out for that sniper because he switched to it. Okay, they're spawning in lockers. Is he still in lockers? Doesn't sound like it. Actually, it does. Never mind, I was wrong. He was crouched, no wonder. Couldn't see him on the radar. What an explosive finish. But I stuck close to my teammates, read my radar, and read my situation. And I took note. This is another side note. Write this down. But if you notice someone switches weapons, that means they're trying to adjust to something. So he saw me sniping and he saw me shoot his head off. So he switched over to a sniper and tried to counter me. It did not work because I noticed that I took note that he switched to a sniper because of his red sniper glint. Right when I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm going to play a bit more passive because I don't want to just walk out and get my head shot off. I began mentally taking note of it and just sliding more often. So in this final match, and this will be my final match this time, I'm going to try my best to not really commentate, but to say what's going on in my head out loud. Because since I'm doing competitive solo, there is an added challenge when you get up into higher ranks. So what I advise is have a group just to all agree on something. Either farm out the quest or get max rank immediately and then focus on the quest. Because once you reach rank 2100, if you drop below, you still get Luna. Because I was 100 points below, or like 50 points below, something around that range. And I still got it, because I finished my headshots. And that was a wild ride, that final match. But I finished my headshots. So I managed to get Luna. So when you do get a team, and I strongly advise you to get a team, especially if you start out from nothing. If you start out with 0 points, get a teammate who's interested in Luna as well, that you are familiar with. And even if you aren't, or if you definitely run solo and don't have anyone to play with, try to LFG for it. Even though LFG is kind of like, if you put in an LFG saying, hey, I'm trying to go for Luna, just be honest. Hey, I'm going for Luna, not too good, I need some help, you don't have to be good either, let's just have fun and try to get it. Then you'll get people trickling in, because trust me, there's 7 billion people on this planet. There's going to be 7.2 at this point. There's going to be someone who has the same idea of fun as you. Now let's see what game mode this is. Because if it's countdown, switching over to a shotgun is control. Still switching over to a shotgun because it's control. What can I say? I like to live. Wait, hold on, need to switch my helmet. Alright, my teammates are going for B through center. I'll help out as well. They have one sniper, is King. guy behind me. Let me nade this. They're trying to keep us as much as possible off of B, so what I'm going to do is go towards that heavy while they're distracted with my teammates. Heinous, I know, but it gets us W's if we control heavy. Ah, yep, that's the reason why I backed up, because I saw that guy in my radar. I saw him and I knew he wasn't pushing, so I'm like, he has a sniper rifle, so two of them have snipers. Unless that was the king guy. Couldn't really tell. Okay. Ah, sleeper. Oh, hello. Oh! Right as I landed. Alright, I might have to switch over to a different shotgun because this one requires a bit more focus and not really rushing him. Well, it could. Coming in through stairs. Okay. Pushing up for that power. Sliding around in order to avoid gunshots, because I know my teammates will be able to help me out in some cases. Alright, good, they're on that. Yep, 4 PM, I get it. Thank you, phone. Currently have 2 zones. I'm close to my super. I'm stuck on a wall. They're currently staying over by C, so which is good. Okay, they all died. Right now, I'm just trying to keep them off of the darn flag like the bugs they are. He's around this corner. I'm not gonna rush in. Not yet. Slide in order to avoid that and get ready for the next heavy setup, because I know it's coming in 4 seconds. I'm really just trying to control heavy at this point. You scum. Thank you, teammates. They saved me. BM him. At that point, we just tried our hardest in order to kill him. It's Luna's Howl. It's the one you get from the oh god. It's the one you get from reaching 2100 in competitive and completing. Excuse me. Nice. Pick up power. That's it. Super behind me. Nice. We got him. Oddly enough, this is kind of chaotic for 4v4. I like it. But it's controlled chaos in my opinion. He's in trust. He's going to jump above me. He did. Let me slide around in order to avoid him. Because I know he has a normal shotgun. Let me line up my shot. Got him. Thank you, teammate. Team shots. controlling B. None of them have super, so I'm gonna go up here and try to see what I can do. Coming in through center. They traded. Let me hop on this in order to disrupt the current flow they have. Thank you, teammates. That's what I mean about playing slow and just waiting for your team. Because they'll be able to help you in more ways than one. Gonna have to land eventually, Mr. Warlock. Okay, there's one back there. Have to keep that in mind. Let me hop on this flag in order to get it. Playing passive now that we have 2 flags. They're going to come in through middle. Let me throw a nade there, pre-nade, in order to warrant them off of this flag. This flag is mine. Get off my teammate. I don't appreciate that. Back up. Too far in range. Ah, traded. Rip. I slid forward in order to counter him because I was on stairs. So I slid to make my hitbox smaller. Not necessarily smarter. Rip. Smaller. But since I could not, you know, actually shoot properly, I died. Ah, that was a teammate's. It kind of gave me PTSD right there. Preemptively saw him around the corner on my radar. That's the reason why I did that. I thought he had ACD feedback fence. I was preparing to die right then and there. But that was a different type of armor. Ah, he still got me. Nice on his part. Ooh, followed up with a sweet shotgun slide kill. Okay, power's up in 6. Let me try to help out my teammate there, because I know there's 2 guys on B currently right now, Titan and Hunter. I can tell because of their jump. That's friendly, no warp, thank goodness. Miss every single shot of mine, because I'm so good. Warlock, he's above. He might get ready for his super. Unless he dies, which is good. Okay, that was friendly. Let me slide out. Suppress. Let me crouch here in order to wait. Let me go up these stairs in order to counter this guy who's going to land here. Ah, he got me before I could. But my teammate got him. They're on A. We spawn flip. Center. I'm going to team shot this guy. Well, I guess I'll die now. Is he not going to chase me? He's not going to chase me. Don't think that's a good thing for me. And GG's. Ah! Thought I had a melee up. I did not. That was kind of an intense match, which is a great way to end this. It's all about knowing your abilities. I knew that they had shotguns in my super. Their supers were very defensive. But, well, not very defensive. They had one super that was defensive, mind you. And it worked when he put it on B flag because he kept us distracted for quite a while. Oh, Valor rank up. Okay. That's more understandable. But yeah. Basically, as the, like, a nice little summary. For comp is going with the mindset, not Cortana, stop listening. For competitive is to go in with the mindset of Dawnblade and hammers. What can I say? It is scary, but going in with the mindset for competitive of I'm going to try my hardest. I went into that game thinking I'm going to try my hardest, not I'm going to try to outshine my teammates or I'm going to farm for kills. I'm going to try my hardest to play the objective. If the objective is clash, play clash, slay. Try to get as many kills as you can, but do it strategically with teammates. If the game mode is survival, survive. Do not try to rush in for kills in survival unless you're going for heavy. The only thing you want to rush for in survival is heavy. Because if you're rushing constantly and their team is set up for you in order to team shot you, that's placing your team at a disadvantage right off the bat. Every game mode has a set mindset. So if you know the game mode, you can set your mind into, okay, I'm going to strictly watch heavy. Like during that control match, we had control over A and B, which on that map I prefer than B and C because you have long range watch over the heavy compared to if you are spawning on C side. And you can watch B through a doorway from A. Sometimes the maps are balanced, but sometimes there are clear-cut winners. And if you know that there's a clear-cut winner, for example, the map I just did, then stick with it. During that whole entire match, we mostly had A and B. We straight up ignored C because my teammates didn't want to push too hard in there and cause the spawns to flip. Even though we were not communicating, we all knew, okay, don't push too hard into your initial spawn. Stay on B, stay for heavy. Because when things were quiet and there's 10 seconds left on heavy, we waited. We waited for them to come to us. We grabbed heavy. We killed them. We defended our flags. Because it's not like Iron Banner where if you capture all the flags, you lock it down. No. It's not like that. You get a few extra points. You get 3 points instead of 2 when you get a kill. But that leaves them to open for spawns, and we're running around the map like crazy rabbits, but they're spawning on flags that they actually need. So it's all about the mindset. And another thing about competitive is try to find a team as fast as possible. I know it's tempting to go in solo, but as someone who went in solo for most of the games, and by most I mean like all but probably 15 out of, for this whole entire season, maybe over 100, I would advise going in with a team that you know. A team that you have the same ambitions. I want that gun. We want that gun. As a team, we want to work together and get it. Excuse me. We want to work together to get that weapon. Because in the end, competitive, especially in high-level competitive, it is a team-based game. I am stuck between 2,000 and 2,200 points. 2,200 points. I'm stuck between that, because I've mainly been playing solo. I've yet to get past 2,300 points. Maybe if I clutched up a bit more and tried a bit harder, I could, but I've been mainly fluctuating between these two. Because once you get here and you're playing solo, there's a stopping point where you need communication. You need to be in that mindset, all of you together, and communicating as a team. Another thing is optimizing your loadout. At the beginning of the match, you probably saw me switch over a few armor pieces. That's because I know it's using Chaperone, a slug precision shotgun, where if I miss and I'm going against another shotgun, I'm dead. That's why I put on my helmet that I love so much, because it gives me extra recovery, it gives me shotgun aim assist on that, and it gives me bonus ammo when I pick it up from someone who's died and I respawn with more ammo. Same thing with my gauntlets, it gives me more ammo, so now I'm double stacked on ammo. And that is what I call synergy. You're synergizing your loadout with something. I was close range, so I stuck to close range. I know I have 2 shade steps, so I am able to shade step around corners as much as I possibly want to. It's all about knowing your loadout and knowing yourself as well. Because competitive has something you lose. Quick play doesn't have that. Iron Banner doesn't have that. You lose a match, oh well. You lose a match in competitive, you lose your rank. Or you lose points on your rank. And if you're trying to aim for something, that's really hard. Do you make the same armor picks in non-competitive typically? Yes, I try to keep everything the same. In PvE, I keep my jump the same. Between my classes, I try to keep my jump the same. This one, I have triple jump on. I mainly switch between triple jump and strafe jump. It matters what subclass I'm using. If I'm using Void, I use strafe jump because I have smoke nades, so I can jump over a doorway. I'll show you actually. I jump over a doorway and I smoke whoever's approaching me. And since we're in private matches, I want to show you something that is really good, and this happens with a lot of maps. Because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, where is it? I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, the maps are unbalanced, they're not really thought out too well. I used to think that as well, but after paying attention to, where is this map? After paying attention to how a lot of the maps work, I realized there's a lot of advantages to one side, but there's also advantages on the other side as well. It's not a total, oh, we got the good spawn, like in Destiny 1. In Destiny 1, there was a set good spawn. Oh, here we go. There was a set good spawn in a lot of game modes, but I typically stick with one loadout throughout. Even in PvE, right now, since I'm still power leveling, I use what's powerful if I go into a high level activity. But if not, I'm using Chaperone in PvE. I'm using Luna. I'm using a sniper rifle or a hand cannon or something, because PvE can be used as a way to practice new things. Like recently, I got this bow with a really nice roll, and I've been using it in PvE, and I'm tempted to use it in PvP, even though I don't like bows personally. It's all about knowing what works best for you. In a lot of ways, more ways than one, honestly. Loadout, super, teammates. Because if your teammates are good, because this happens a lot, you can hop into a rumble match, friend people who absolutely decimate you, but when you try to put all three of them in a team with you, it might not work out as great as you wanted to. So what I'm going to show is this. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was on this map. This box right here, a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to either peek through here and watch the heavy that spawns right here in the center. They like to watch it from here, or they like to back up and watch it from here with a sniper rifle. But to me, that leaves you open, very open. Or you can watch it from here. If you're watching it from here, what I advise is instead of, oh, let me back up over here and hop down. That's how you get your head blown off. What you can do instead is back up. And as you can see, it leads you directly off of the map. So I advise if you're on a hunter or if you're on a warlock or titan, I advise turning around and sliding down here. But as you can see, when you do that, your hitbox isn't as open, because there's actually there's a box in front of you. And I'll show you what it looks like from their point of view. So if they're here and they zoom in and they're focusing on that box, and you know they're doing that, you can turn around, jump down here, and do that. They still can't see you because that box is in your way. And that works for a lot of things on a lot of maps. For another thing I like to take note of is what you can shoot through. Obviously, we all know this huge pipe machinery. It's very nice looking. It's an old too. But there's something about this. A lot of people like to go out here and shoot, where you peek around this corner and shoot and peek shot. That's great. But what you can do instead is just shoot through this. You can't exactly shoot headshots, but you can shoot their feet, and you can get them away from certain choke points in order to gain an advantage. As you can see, my bullet holes are ending up over here because it's not a solid object. It goes right through it, because that's the thing about Destiny. There aren't any invisible walls in a lot of areas. There are no zones, like out here, for instance. If you fall off the map, of course you're gonna die. But there aren't really any invisible walls when it comes to texture. Like, for instance, this bothers me a lot, but it's helpful in others. Right here, if you're along this corner, you're gonna bump into this texture because there isn't an invisible wall. And this is the type of stuff that you only notice, or you take the time to notice, either through playing thousands of hours, by watching other videos, because I got that idea from it. I realized this box is in my mind. I do that, but I couldn't find a way to explain how I manipulate cover. But I saw a video about how to manipulate cover, and I was like, okay, I can explain it like this, just like how he did. So it's all about knowing your situation and how to explain certain things. Another thing is this: you can see through this. So what I like to do is, if I'm by myself, I can see through this, and I can see people going for the heavy, or if I see that someone's sniping there, instead of just rushing out, or if I'm running away and there's a sniper or two behind me, what I like to do is slide, shade step around corners. And your shade step, if you're on a hunter, mind you, your shade step isn't a one-trick ability. It can't just, you're not just going to move forward or backwards or diagonally. You can do things with this. Like, for instance, I've run around so many times where I chase step around the corner, and while I'm chase stepping, I turn my camera and I get ready for him to chase me and slide down as well with his shotgun, and I shoot him in the face. You can do the same thing with shoulder charge. You can do the same thing with swords on a warlock. You can warlock skate. There's a lot of movement abilities that you can use to manipulate your movement. To me, I feel like warlocks have the most unique movement ability because they're a mixture between hunters and titans. Hunters are more direct with their jumps. You can easily jump out of the way of something. You can jump above someone and get an aerial advantage very quickly, especially above doorways. Like, for instance, this huge doorway right here, or even this one. If someone's chasing you with anything, you can easily hop above a doorway and move your position. While titans, they have to slowly float upward, or warlocks, they have to slowly float upwards, and their jumps aren't as direct, and they're very predictable in landing. I mean, like, I can jump up like this, use my double jump, but then change my direction for my third final jump. It's all about how you manipulate your abilities and your map knowledge. Another thing is, when you're running away from someone, this is just a general tip. If you're ever running away from someone, don't jump. It's habit. I do it sometimes a lot too, where I immediately start bunny hopping, so I think, oh yeah, this is going to get me there faster. But if you would time yourself and take the time to go from here, of course you're not really supposed to slide, but go from there and bunny hop, you will have basically the same amount of time. So what I like to do instead is slide everywhere. And what you see me doing currently is I'm changing my camera direction, which changes where I'm sliding while sliding. I call this serpentine, because you're moving like a snake. Snakes don't move in a straight line, because then they'll get easily killed. They coil. They slither. They move from left to right in order to become harder to kill. You have to do the same thing, especially if people are chasing you. You can shade step around the corner, jump above someone, nade them if you have it, get ready for the next shot. As you can see, that was a smooth transition. It wasn't as smooth as I wanted to, but it was kind of smooth. What I did is I slid, shade step around the corner, jumped up, threw a nade, and I landed in my next segment of cover. If you're chasing me, all you see is someone walk around the corner, a nade come out of nowhere, and someone shoot you from this side instead. If you do it correctly, mind you. And especially if the doorway is low enough. Like if that was lower, like if I did it here for instance. Slide, shade step, turn around, jump up, throw a nade, land over here instead. They walk into that nade going over towards where the aim flag is, thinking I'm there. Thinking I slid, turned around and threw a nade, but in reality, I'm over here behind them. Yeah, with Icarus Dash, I love that too on my top blade, on my top tree Dawn blade, because I treat it like a shade step. I warlock skate around, use my warlock skate, and if I see someone trying to shotgun me, I floof and I use Icarus Dash to go around the corner. I slide anything. Or if I'm being chased, I float above a doorway, Icarus Dash behind them, and I get a jump on them. That's called ninjaing. People do that in Halo. Because of Halo, they have a one-hit backstab melee. And I used to do that a bunch on my hunter when I was a blade dancer, because blade dancers also have backstab. So it's all about getting used to movement. And movement helps you out in competitive a lot. Because once you get higher in the ranks, you will notice a very big skill gap. That is why I say try to work with people who you can agree with on a lot of things and who you get along with quite well. Because then it makes that power climb easier. Because if you're being carried, you're not really learning as fast as you would like, in my own opinion. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's stream. Wrapped up. I just wanted to quickly explain like my thought process of everything, how I treat certain things. Because in competitive, it's very different from quick play. You can use quick play as a training mechanism, but if you really want to get into quick play, play it. It's like playing Destiny 1 raids in order to prepare yourself for Destiny 2 raids. It'll help, but you have to eventually hop into that Destiny 2 raid. You gotta do it. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this stream. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Module out.